This is lesson 8 in chapter 3, divide decimals by decimals. So once again, we're sticking with the decimal theme. You can follow along with me on page 240. This is letter A. Again, like we've talked about, that first number always goes inside the dividing sign. So it is our dividend. So I have my 54.4, and then I'll have my 1.7 on the outside. Now, my first rule whenever we're dividing decimals, we can't divide decimals that look like this, 1.7. So what we actually need to do is move the decimal to make it a whole number. Making it a whole number like that, if we move it once there, we need to move this decimal once over here. Whatever you do to this outside, you have to do to the inside. So once we do that, my new problem is actually 17 divided by 544. So now we can divide this like we normally would. 17 can't go into 5, but it can go into 54. 17 can go into 54 3 times. If you did not know that, you can do the multiplication on the side. 17 times 3 is 51. 4 minus 1 is 3. 5 minus 5 is 0. Next step, bring down that other 4. 17 goes into 34 exactly 2 times. So 2 times 17 is 34. I'm left with a 0, so I know I can stop, leaving my answer as 32. Your code word for today is sheep. You can follow along with me on page 240. This is letter C. So once again, that first number goes inside my dividing sign, so it is my dividend. So I have 0.0063 on the inside, and on the outside I have that 0.007. Again, I cannot divide a decimal out here, so what I need to do is actually move the decimal point 3 spots, 1, 2, 3, to make it a whole number. If I move it 3 over there, I need to move it 3 over here, 1, 2, 3. So my new problem now is 7 divided by 6.3. And we know how to do this type of dividing. We did this last lesson. So our first thing is to bring up the decimal point. 7 cannot go into 6, but 7 can go into 63. 7 can go into 63 9 times. 9 times 7 is 63. Subtract it, we get a 0. So I know we're done. So my answer is just 0.9. If you wanted to put that 0 in front, that is okay too.